welcome back. It's Misfit with the Crows Airsoft Group. Today I got another Before You Go / park review. This time it's for Project N1. Let's get right into it. Alright, locations and hours. It's located in El Monte, California. The phone number's right there. Monday through Thursday, it's open from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 10 p.m. Prices go as follows. You got your general admission Monday through Thursday, which is $20. Fridays $30. Saturday and Sundays $45 for all day, or $30 if you arrive after 7 p.m. Military and law enforcement and fire and rescue are free. Not sure about paramedics. I think they said paramedics as well, but might as well try. It's free. No matter what day you go, it's free if you fall under one of those categories. They also offer memberships. They have 1 month for $100, 3 months for $240, 6 months for $390, and a year for $600. If you live close enough, probably worth it if you go very often. All right, now let's get into the rentals. So premium rifles going to run you $60. Standard rifles going to be $35. Gas package is $70. There's you got your spare mags, sling. Premium face mask, which they advertise as a dye I4. Standard face mask, which is probably going to be like a standard paintball mask, and body armor tracer unit as well, which would be pretty helpful. The website didn't list what exactly they utilize for rentals. I don't know what the difference between the standard and the premium rifle is, so go ahead and call just to kind of get that information, as well as the gas package, what that includes exactly. It wasn't listed on their website. All right, now let's get into the general guidelines. So I highlighted kind of the important stuff. So your first and only warning is going to be given during the orientation or your check-in. So you break any of the rules or guidelines, they will result to disciplinary action seen fit by the refs or management. There's no engagement distance, so full face protection is required for all ages. Helo kits, shimas, neoprene face masks do not count. The FPS limit is 350, no higher than that. They might let you get away with, 351, 355, but that's up to the ref, and it's an indoor close quarters place, so keep it at 350. Don't, if you're running a little hotter than that, be sure to change the spring or get that figured out before you get there. Also, 1.14 joules for you HPA users. There's no bang bang, no surrender, and no parlays. It is a fire only place. General guidelines continued. No ramping, binary trigger, no bursts. Like I said, only semi-auto. They don't, no excessive shooting, no jump shooting, no blind firing. Kind of your basic rules. They do have shield rules, so if you want to bring a shield, there they are. 60% of the user's body in the standing position, and 40% must be exposed. They offer some game modes. The only one that I did while I was there was force on force, and then they have these two kind of special event or kind of special game modes that they offer from time to time on their calendar. The first one being indoor milsim. It is a team versus team event, which is 5 people versus 5 people, no more, no less. 5 minutes per round, and it's multi-objective. They have different kinds of objectives. It's listed on the website, but it's kind of like an attack, defend, capture the flag, those kinds of deals. They also offer Jungle Ball, which is another kind of team versus team scenario, 5v5. This time it's mainly force on force, 3 rounds, 3 minutes per round, kind of like in a tournament style game. So if you lose, your team's out, and then the winning team continues, and you just kind of get up until you get to the final winner. Time for my recommendations. CQB specific gun, such as like a handgun, short barreled rifle, an SMG. I did take a Lancer Tactical Archon with a 14-inch barrel, and it's doable, but definitely a little cumbersome to get around those corners. So this just makes it easier to manipulate your weapon if the barrel is shorter. Also recommend you bring a tracer unit. That way you can see the BBs as they fly out, so you can confirm hits. Food and water. It's always good to stay hydrated, and you're moving a lot, burning a lot of calories, so bring some food and water. Sweater during winter time. The waiting area or the staging area is outside, and I went during the winter, and it was kind of chilly, So if you want, bring a sweater just to kind of keep yourself warm in between games, because you will sweat once you get outside. It gets a little colder. Amenities. So they have benches, which they are pictured here, just kind of these like lumber benches that they have. You just set your stuff up there or under it, and then you sit on it or do whatever. They do have a pro shop with some parts, some guns, kind of little things here and there for sale. Snacks and water, they sell that. They do have bathrooms with plumbing, 2 separate bathrooms, which is very nice to have bathrooms with plumbing. And a little shooting range that you can kind of take your gun and just test fire it in a safe, dedicated area, which is pretty nice. It has its targets, so you can kind of really adjust it from there. All right. Now, this is for improvements. Now, I got these from a survey that I submitted, and Project N1 actually, I posted the survey on my story, my Instagram story, and Project N1 actually posted it on their story, and they basically put, fill out the survey, they're always open to improvements and criticisms, so that they welcomed the survey, which is pretty cool. First time a park's ever done that. Well, it's the first time I put out a survey, but it's the first time a park's actually recognized me, I guess, specifically, and just kind of said, bring it on, see, let us know what you think. But I wanted to focus more on previous players' aspects, or previous players' experiences with the park, because I've only been there once, so I thought it'd only be fair to ask others about what they think and then kind of go from there. I think I'm going to continue to do that with other parks, even though I've been there multiple times at a different park. Just kind of get people's opinions before I just set up mine. But kind of improvements, I agree. And the facility could be improved, and so I highlighted the important ones in red, and the X with the number means there's multiple submissions of a similar answer. So in the survey I put, what would you improve about Project N1? So multiple people. There was a lot of answers, so I kind of narrowed it down and just kind of put, the most people put down was improve the facility. So just kind of an overall improvement, I guess. People saying, repaint the stuff, replace plywood, clean up the facility a little bit better, and so on. A few people put AC, so I'm assuming it gets pretty hot during the summer. That's my assumption. I went during the winter, but if it came up multiple times, it's obviously an issue. Bigger facility, I don't know if they could do that. I think it's this maximum size of the building. I don't know if they can do a bigger facility. More events, that multiple people put that. Another big thing was the staging area, and I agree, it could use some benches, so that people can kind of not have their stuff just lay on the ground or on those flimsy benches and kind of, accidentally knock stuff over. It's just easier to have like a bench, just nice sturdy bench to put your stuff on. Another big thing that people complained about was the refs and the customer service, kind of the staff there. They just said kind of, bias refs or bad refs, and just people put down in the comments, and kind of a more professional staff. I thought they were fine while I was there. They were pretty cool. I chatted up with them for a little bit, and they were pretty nice. So I personally wouldn't say that, but multiple people have brought it up, and kind of other things as you go if you want to check those out. All right, now we're going to get into the answers of the survey. So these are the questions that I asked, and those are the ratings that we got at the end of it. So I put rate the condition of Project N1 facility. Got a 4.3 out of 5. So, it's pretty high. Even though people were saying improve the facility, 4.3 out of 5 is pretty good. So obviously not too bad. I said rate the crowd. So 4.3, pretty high as well. So you obviously got a good group of people going. Not too bad that, it's driving people out. Okay, I also asked if it was really hot in the arena during summertime, specifically, because it's in SoCal and it gets really hot. And if you don't got AC, it is going to get hot inside of those buildings. And of course, 77, or if you round up, 78% of people said yes. It does get hot during summer, so those AC comments do make sense there. Also asked if people ever had an experience with another player specifically ending in somebody being removed. Either the person was removed or you yourself were removed, or just kind of, had a third party had to intervene. And 77% said yes. So looks like there are people having some bad experiences with other players. So that's kind of where that crowd comment, that improvement came from, I would assume. And I can attest to this, because the one time that I went, I arrived and I was kind of chatting with one of the guys there. And he said, oh, yeah, I arrived a little late. And he said, yeah, they're having some troubles with some cheaters. So, they didn't have music playing so that the refs can focus on kind of singling out who's causing what issue. People not calling their hits. There was, I think, a couple instances where people, I call them out that I hit them, and they get confrontational or they don't say anything. So I kind of threw me off a little bit. I think there's a video of me calling out somebody, and he actually had me. I said, "Hey man, I got you on camera," and he actually had me pull off my camera and show him that I hit him.
I got you too, bro. I got you in the stomach. I got it on tape. I did.
So kind of ridiculous. Like, it's Airsoft, dude. Benefit of the doubt. Just take the hit and get out and go to the next game. It's not that big of a deal. So that, not sure what they can do there specifically, but kind of important information to put out. Just kind of keep an eye out for cheaters and whatnot. Also put, how would you rate the staff? 4.5 out of 5, which is really nice, pretty good. As well as the refs got the same rating. Also asked if people would recommend Project N1 to a friend, and 95% of people said yes. And then finally, I asked people to give Project N1 an overall rating, and got an 8.7 out of 10. And with that score, I completely agree. It's got just about everything you need, or that you would expect from an indoor place. No more, no less. It's just pretty good. Can't complain. They do offer some good stuff. I found the staff pretty friendly. So I think 8.7 is a perfect spot for it. Could improve, but the baseline's definitely there. And it's an overall good park. Definitely worth going. I've had multiple people tell me before I'd gone that I should definitely go out there. So I'm glad I did. I would, if it was closer, I would go more often, but it's kind of far. But I'll definitely try to make it out there another day. Also, just for reference, the survey had 37 responders, and it lasted about 24 hours. So that was the survey. That's how long it took, and I didn't want the survey to take too long, just because people would kind of forget. But anyway, that's basically the end of the video. We're going to just leave you there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Give it a thumbs up, and check out Project N1 in El Monte, California. Definitely a must stop if you're in SoCal. So, alrighty, with that, you guys call your hits, drink water. I'll see you guys out in the field.